Hello, beautiful friends. Hello. Welcome to live stream. So I'm making a really quick live stream here. If you are somebody who wakes up in the morning anxious, or you wake up in the middle of the night anxious, pulled out of sleep, spinning your wheels, thinking you can't fall back asleep, I have a technique that I want to share with you that is very helpful. It's something I have used my entire journey, the last 12 years or so. And over time, it has had a residual, like a compound effect, and I actually no longer need it because I sleep really deeply. So first thing I want to say is that when you wake up in the middle of the night and you have this sudden panic or fear or anxiety is driving you, how do you handle it? What do you do? It's more of a question I have. Feel free to write in the comments because I'm curious. What do you do when you wake up anxious? What do you do when you wake up in the middle of the night panicked? How do you fall back asleep? What's your technique? So most of us don't have like a really solid and productive way of managing anxiety, especially in the middle of the night or the morning. What I use are 3 very simple steps, and I want you to slip this in your back pocket. So in the middle of the night or each morning, you can use this and just remember the letters AMP, A-M-P, like amp up the peace in your life. And the first step is A for AMP, right? So the A stands for awareness of fear running the show. So first step is you just become aware. If you wake up in the middle of the night anxious, or you wake up in the morning anxious, it's just simply having the awareness that fear has taken over. I know that may seem like it's not a step, like, hello, that's obvious. And that alone starts to unravel things when you really step into it and go, this isn't my normal state. Fear has taken over. So awareness that fear has taken over is very powerful. Fear's tactic ultimately is to keep us in thinking and overthinking and dramatizing and thinking about other people, getting locked in a story, for example. And that's how fear keeps us safe. It's a very animalistic tendency. It's a very primitive tendency. So what I'm sharing with you in these 3 steps in total is a way of evolving our emotional response, evolving our ability to stay grounded in our bodies no matter what's going on in our lives. So the first step, as simple as it may seem, is to notice, be aware, aware that fear has taken over, and fear's tactic is to keep you locked in your mind. Because if it can keep you locked in this alert, overthinking mode, the animal or the primitive brain believes that that's going to keep you safe. It's like a fight or flight method, right? You're just locked in the fear, overthinking, panicking, about something that 99.9% of the time is not real. It doesn't have any impact on you, and there's nothing to worry about. The second step is M, so AMP, right? A, awareness. Awareness that fear has taken over and awareness of its tactic. Fear is going to try to keep me stuck in the mind, stuck in thinking, stuck in my story. The second step is M. Move your attention from thinking into feeling. I'd say most anxiety, I won't say all, most anxiety is the result of not feeling what we feel. And that's the bottom line. Anxiety, as my teacher says, Leonard Jacobson, is not really an emotion. It's actually a cover-up emotion that keeps all the other emotions locked down. Or the emotions we don't want to feel locked in the shadow. So when you move your awareness, you move your attention, you move your energy from your thinking mind, from all of the thoughts, to your physical body and to what you're feeling, you are evolving emotionally, which is so awesome because it's so available to each of us. The way we do this is with 2 golden questions. You have heard me, if you have been on this journey with me, say these questions 1,000 times and 1,000 times over. The 2 golden questions to come into feeling constructively, feeling what you feel, and therefore awakening into peace and freedom, freeing the feeling. The 2 golden questions are, what do I feel? Name the feeling. What do I feel? The emotion I feel, is it anger? Is it sadness? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it frustration? Is it panic? And you can just stay with the 4 simple primary emotions: fear, joy, sadness, anger. Okay, I feel fear. I feel a lot of fear. Second golden question, now that you've named it, is where do I feel it in my body? Fear. Now you're being forced to go from the thinking into your physical body and befriend your body and get to know it. Get to know what's going on in your body. Okay, I feel some vulnerability or tenderness or just rawness or fear in my heart or in my tummy or in my throat or in my lower back or wherever. Might be all in here, just overthinking, lots of energy all in this area, right? So what do I feel? Second question, where do I feel it in my body? These are 2 golden questions, and this is really all you need, right? As you find that where it is in your body, then we move to step 3, which is to place your attention on the physical place that you're feeling the emotion. So let's say I feel it in my heart. I feel fear or anxiety in my heart. I migrate out of fear's game, which is to stay thinking, stay in the story, stay worrying, stay putting my attention on other people's stories, what happened yesterday, what's going to happen later, and come into the moment by putting my attention on my physical body in the heart, let's say. So the way I do that is by breathing and bringing life force into my heart space, let's say, or stomach, or wherever I feel the anxiety or fear, and I stay with the breath. So in the middle of the night, let's say you are literally sleeping, you have your head on the pillow and you're sound asleep, and suddenly awake with fear and anxiety. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You don't know where it came from. You simply become aware, fear has kicked in. Second step, move my attention from fear's game, which is overthinking, to my actual feeling. Like, let me feel what I feel. Name it and locate it. Once you locate it in the body, step 3, place your place your attention on that physical place. So let's say you're sleeping on the pillow, you feel it in your tummy. It's a great opportunity to place your physical hands on your belly or on your heart or wherever you feel it. And what this does is it starts to drop cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone in the body. Physical touch is healing, even your own personal touch on yourself. So we're mammals, so that warmth, that presence is very soothing to the physical body, which is its own kind of creature. And what I did for years is I imagined that feeling, and this is like taking it to the next level, that feeling is like a small child. So let's say I feel it in my stomach. I imagine that feeling, that fear, let's say, and that it's a fearful little girl who just ran in my bedroom and woke me up and is like, I'm scared. What would I do to that child? Would I be like, get the hell out of my room, I'm sleeping? Or would I go, oh my God, sweetheart, jump in bed with me and let me hold you? I would say, sweetheart, jump in bed with me, let me hold you, you're safe, I'm here with you, I'm not leaving. That's what we need to do with ourselves if we want to evolve out of the primitive brain, which is all about fight or flight, which creates a lot of war, a lot of battle with our loved ones, creates a lot of lack and confusion in our work, in our finances. It keeps us spinning our wheels, draining our energy and sickening our bodies. So we need to evolve out of that. And the way to do that, very simple way to personalize it or put a face on the feeling, which is very powerful. It's what the diamond process is all about. So tangible and simple. You turn it in, or imagine it's like a little kid that just jumped in bed with you. And I literally, let's say it's my belly that feels it or my throat. You put your hands there, and what you'll notice is it's like its own energy, the fear. It's almost like it is a child. And you just place your hands there and hold it and breathe. And if you notice your mind going back into the story, then you simply migrate back into the feeling, right? You migrate back into holding that child. What happens over time is if we stay in the thought, we'll never fall back asleep. We'll actually drain our energy. We won't be restored. We'll wake up depleted, and then it totally throws off the day. So the opportunity is actually to recharge your battery by breathing and feeling into what's present. You're welcome. And feeling what you're feeling. And hi, Yay! So this is a very simple practice. Amp up your peace, AMP. 1, be aware that fear has taken over. Awesome. This isn't who I am. I have the power to shift. Number 2, make, move your attention to what you're feeling, to your physical body, to what you're feeling. So with the 2 golden questions, what do I feel? Where do I feel it in my body? Number 3, place your loving, keyword, attention there. So a very simple way, if you have no idea how to do that, or you don't have the compassion muscle built yet to turn it towards yourself yet, breathe. Breathe into it. So usually the fear that's in our bodies is very old, that's never been released from the body. So let's say at 3 years old, there was a traumatic experience, closed down, locked down, didn't want to experience, it was like total shock. And so not breathing and being shocked, literally, where do you think that fear goes? It went into the body. So all the fear is trying to do is come back up to be released, like skimming milk. But what most of us do in the primitive state of thinking, the ego mind, the animal brain, is to basically stay stuck in thinking so we don't have to feel. But it's only through feeling that we can free that energy from our system and establish ourselves in peace on a day-to-day basis. What you will find with time is that you're grounded in your body because you're present with it. And the question I love to ask myself is, am I willing to allow this feeling to exist? Even if I have to feel this all day or all week or all month, am I willing to allow this feeling to exist? Resistance is what persists, the friction and the terror and the panic and the overthinking. As soon as we open up to what we feel, we allow it to be, we breathe, we're humble, we just allow the feeling to be here for as long as it needs to. You'll notice it will pass, just like every feeling is meant to pass, like a storm in the sky passes very easily and gracefully. So I hope this serves you in some way. Susan, I've had to do this practice all this week as my youngest leaves for college. So many sleepless nights. Yes. So I love that you're practicing this. How is it working for you? Is the question. And yeah, you know, it's powerful. It's like watering a seed. Even if you don't feel like instantly better, the truth is that it's a developed muscle that gets stronger. Like the first time you go to the gym, it's like, ow. And then the next time you go, you start to feel stronger and stronger. And the next thing you know, your muscles are strong and you no longer get sore. So it is a collective compounding effect. And just remember that. Amp up your peace. Write it down, put it next to your bed if you need to remember it. Just remember the real power is in your amazing, loving presence. And I'm just sending you guys all my love. This has been such a beautiful practice for me. And by the way, embracing it like it's a child, there's something so sweet about it. There's something so sweet about it. It just feels like that mother energy, that higher energy or father energy, that the part of you that's untouched by those little petty moments or those smaller, insignificant, more, things. Like that more powerful you kicks in. It's almost like the king or queen or mother or father of your existence, and you migrate to that place over and over again, and instead of feeling like this scared child in a big scary world. So I would love to know if this resonates for you guys. I'm going to just read your chats really fast before logging off. And Yasmin, this subject is so important. I'm grateful that my anxiety is a thing of the past, but I know a lot of people suffer from this, and I can send, it just disappeared. Yeah, so I love that you're sharing this, Yasmin. For anyone watching, anxiety does release and relax over time. It does take courage, the courage to be present with it again and again until it just becomes a friend. It's no longer like, oh God, why am I anxious? It's like, you know what? This is part of me too. I get anxious sometimes. And can that be okay? Can that be okay? It is September 1st. It is the first day of a new month. And I am wishing you guys an unbelievable, amazing, powerful new month. And maybe practicing this all month is the start of transforming yourself from fear, if that's what you've been going through, to being a leader of love. I always love to ask myself the question, right now, am I being a follower of fear or am I being a leader of love? And these simple practices are a very powerful way to lead with love, starting with transforming our own lives. And from there, we can serve and transform our world together. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button to join this beautiful family where we're devoted to transforming our lives and making a beneficial impact in the world. I make videos every week, and I wish you the most beautiful day and month ahead. Have a great weekend, my friends, and so good to be here with you live.